The VWAP is one of the best tools I use every single morning for trading Bitcoin. Here's how we do it. Let's get into it right now. Taking a look at the chart here, we can see that we simply have some vertical lines plotted out on our chart. So we can simply see that, hey, look, we are trading between these times of the days. I got mine between 6 a.m. and 12 o'clock in the afternoon with VWAP on here. So all you're going to need is your vertical timeline. So when you are scalping, I always suggest that you target the specific time that you are trading. So we trade in the mornings from 6 a.m. to about 12 o'clock every single day. And this allows me to back test within this area. Okay, that's going to be so important. But let's get into the volume weighted average price. VWAP is amazing. It is a great tool and it's going to help you make a lot of money. Now, that is important. What are we going to use it for? So I use the standard deviation VWAP. Here you have it. It's free. It's a great indicator. It has standard deviations. All these are step offs of the actual VWAP indicator. Okay, I like them because VWAP to me, it either acts as support and resistance, it acts as a level of confluence, it also acts as a level that is magnetic to price action, and then it also gives you a little secret at the end. It allows you to identify the move. Okay, so we are going to go through this chart and just show you how it works. Okay, and even if we are using this currently, okay, this is Saturday, and we know price action is choppy on a Saturday. However, we have one moved up, okay? We got to identify trend for the day, okay? So we can see here, if we go on our 1 hour, we were in a downtrend. Now we are in an uptrend, okay? Very simply, we are in an uptrend now. We have broken structure to the upside, creating a series of higher highs and higher lows, breaking structure here. So we're looking for a continuation. We have to identify trend is first. Trend is going to be our friend into the end. So if we're trading in this area, we are going to be looking for shorts. Okay, makes sense? Yeah, I think it makes sense. Okay, let's continue on here. So we are looking for potential longs. Now what is happening here? Just today. Very simply today. So we are looking for a bounce, okay? As you can see, look at this. Amazing, amazing bounce. Now what has happened? We've probably rejected off of some highs. Now, I do suggest using other confluence with the VWAP, okay? Meaning key areas of support and resistance, maybe some Fibonacci golden pockets, maybe some liquidity zones, maybe some order blocks. We have a video on that in the channel. Go and check it out. It just came out recently on confluence, okay? But you're going to use it in confluence. So what are we looking at here? We're in an uptrend. We're looking for it to hold as support, okay? Why? Because it's an average price, okay? So VWAP snaps during every single day. You can see here, it starts from Friday to September. It snaps up, and now we get our average price, okay? It snaps up right here. You can see here you get your average price. So it's going to snap and give you an average price of that day, which is going to be very useful because it's going to allow you to understand that if you are getting away from this, you're typically going to come back to it. Okay, this is very important. If you get away from it, this is why I like standard deviations. If you get away from it, it's going to be magnetic, meaning it's going to act as if price wants to kind of go out here. So let's say if you got a pump from this morning all the way up here, so your assets up 1%. Well, maybe later on in the day, it will correct back into there, meaning a balance in the force, kind of a negative balance throughout the day, coming back and averaging out your price. Okay, very good way of using it. So using it as support, as you can see here, uptrend, so little retracement, back in, VWAP snaps, gives you the average price. Okay, we are hanging around VWAP, we push up. Oh, look, what do we do? We retested VWAP, we bounced up. What are we doing right now? So we could potentially be looking for a long right now, okay? We want to have confluence within this. I always suggest using Market Cipher, okay? Market Cipher is going to be the best indicator around. We have a sponsor here. We also have a link in the description. If you are new here, the best place to go and hang out with us is definitely going to be our Discord. We have a free and a paid Discord. It's only $20 a month, so you can afford it, but you know what? Come in the free section, hang out, test it out. We are all here to help you and grow on your trading journey. We'd love for you to come over and hang out. Link is in the description below. Okay, so we use confluence in VWAP. Okay, so coming down here, you can see, let's go on a shorter term time frame. And if we were looking for a long here, right? So you can see a nice, beautiful trigger wave coming down, sweeping the lows, bouncing off VWAP, retest, higher high, higher low, off we go. A little bit of a trade setup there. So like you would simply, you don't even have to put it below the low over here. You can have this just tucked under VWAP, allowing you to be super cheap with your trades, right? Acknowledging that this is going to hold price up. Look at that. Beautiful risk to reward ratio. Now, getting overextended. Maybe you had a key level up here. I would have. Looking at this right now, we can see that we have swung the highs of the range here, grabbing some liquidity. Okay, so this could have been a potential short setup. Okay, maybe you got short here and you're looking to take it all the way back to the VWAP. So you're looking here, maybe you wait for the second lower high and you look to take this down maybe to the bottom of the range, but really, you know, you're going to be taking profit at VWAP first in order to guarantee some profits, maybe move that stop loss to entry. This is how we're going to use the VWAP live trading all the time. Okay, so when I start my day, I always want to identify where VWAP was, right? So if we go back into our week, right, we identify we're in a downtrend. So what are we looking for? We're looking for deviations to the upside because we are in a downtrend. So we're looking for any deviations to the upside. Anytime we get to that higher deviation up in here, we could be looking to short it back into VWAP for take profit 1 and the continuation of our downwards trend. Okay, so let's just go back and take a look. Standard deviation, standard deviation, standard deviation. These are all lucrative shorts. Okay, we took this one too actually, and then it dumped. That was actually quite nice. So you can see anytime you identify the trend, you get deviated above. Okay, you're waiting for those signals. You have key areas marked out on your chart, support and resistance. Look at that one. Wow, banger, right? And you take it that way. Now, it does act as support too. So when price is in a downtrend, but then it turns into a range, because we know that price ranges 80% of the time, 70% of the time, quite often. Okay, so we look at here. This is a range within a downtrend. Okay, so you can see that there. So now we are looking for support and resistance, right? So we are looking for this to be a range, and we are looking for the VWAP to act as a median, okay? So when we deviate from the low, when we deviate from the high, when we deviate from the low, when we deviate from the high, okay? Coming up and getting rejected, okay? So you can see here, boom, pushes right through, boom, pushes right through, boom, push, rejection. Look at the rejection. So we're going to be able to catch rejections, and these typically work really well with Fibonacci, okay? If you're looking at this, you can probably pull a fib from swing high to swing low, right? And you can see rejected off the 0.5 coming down. So that's going to work out really well. Now you're always going to be favoring the trend. So if you're going down, you're going to be favoring shorts, yada, 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 right? You can look for continuation. So whenever you get the push through, okay, so downtrend, remember downtrend, push through VWAP, what are you looking for? You're looking for the retest of VWAP for continuation down, okay? Deviation, shorting that thing too, okay? But you're looking for that continuation down, another way to trade this. Let's go over here to our uptrend. Now, there's one little trick I'm going to show you with VWAP that can make you a lot of money, okay? This is one of my favorite tricks, okay? We're going to identify this area in here. The idea with VWAP here, okay? Let me just get rid of some of this stuff on the chart. Okay. If this is your VWAP line, okay? Blue, 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 blue. Okay? If price is moving down into it here, okay? And let's say price stops and then moves through it. Okay? This shows me failure of continuation. I would rather see this move through aggressively then retest. That's the short. I want to see an aggressive push through the VWAP line to know that we are going to continue down. If I see it come in here and stall out and then move, okay, it's not as strong. So one thing that I always use, and it's one of my best trading tools, is when you move through quickly, you look for the retest and you're gone. You're absolutely gone. Now, I do believe it happened on this one. And I do believe we took this trade. Okay, so let's zoom in here. Let's go to our vertical line that we marked out on a chart because we're not able to find it that quickly here. And let's go and look at what happened. Okay, I believe this was it. Yeah, okay. So here, we did take this trade. We took this long up here. Okay, so what happened here? Remember I said we came into VWAP, we stalled, and then we dropped. Okay, a lot of people will look for this continuation down, but we know that we stalled out here. Okay, so what happens is you push through aggressively, you retest, and you're gone. Okay, you're absolutely gone. This also works with an uptrend. Okay, but you're absolutely gone to the races here. You retest, you're gone. You retest, you're gone. I do believe we also had a key level there. Look at that key level coming into play as well. So we came up, we broke through the resistance and the VWAP at the same time. Okay, retested the support now and took that trade on the way up. An easy gain for a scalp. Okay, these are going to be very, very lucrative. Look at this one here. Aggressive move out. Okay, aggressive move out. You hold the VWAP, you continue. Okay, this one took time, but it did play. Okay, it did play. Very, very key little trick there that I love to use all the time. Okay, making sure you're aligning trend, making sure you're understanding it's a magnet, making sure you use it correctly for support and resistance is going to allow you to make a lot of money with this. Right now, looking to stall out. What am I looking for? Okay, looking at this very simply, we are in this little downtrend. Okay, can we continue to, maybe we sweep here and we hold this trend and then we break this trend line as VWAP's continuing to hold, right? This is a strong long trend. And the best part about it is, guess what? We get to be cheap with our stop loss, right? We get to maximize our profits because we know we're invalidated if we do end up losing the VWAP and we head further down. Okay, so that's another good thing is using a stop loss with VWAP. It allows you to be super cheap. It allows you to make maximum profits with making minimal risk to reward ratios. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I hope this video helped you. Subscribe if you are new. Mad love to every single one of you. Come and join us in the Discord. Thank you for being here. Peace.